Here we are. Sundas Ahmed became certified project management professional just 24 hours ago, right, Sundas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, first of all, Sundas, congratulations and welcome
So much.
the 1% elite group. Every person have different PMP journey. Let me tell you something on this. I have done like nearly 15 certifications, PMP, RMP,
Wow,
SP,
that's great.
and so many. But
Hmm.
I still remember the exact moment when I became certified PMP. Like I still remember I went out of the once I got about target, pass, all those things. I went out of the hall, I did the sajda and all those things, and thank you, God, everything. Like it has been the most pressurized test in my life. All those engineering, all those entry tests, nothing comes parallel to the journey of PMP. So I really love to know each and everyone's journey of PM because it's always different. So why don't you share, Sundas, your journey of becoming PMP?
Yeah, sure, Amir. I would like to share that. I started preparing for PMP from 24th of November. I remember the date because before that I was just thinking of going for this or not. So
Okay.
finally, I made up my mind and I enrolled for 35 hours training.
Okay.
And after joining that training, first day I got to know that the syllabus is going to change. So that was really stressful for me. Yeah, because initially I thought, okay, there are five process groups and knowledge, this much of knowledge area and all, and then again, yeah, during the first day of the training, the trainer said that this is going to change, so you have to give before December. So that is very stressful. Anyways, I thought of preparing and was actually planning to give this training in December. I mean PMP exam in December, but somehow I decided that it would be better if I go with the new syllabus.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah. So then after the training, I started reading PIMBOK,
Mm-hmm.
and on my first read, it was totally something which was going out of everywhere. So I was like, what should I
Yeah.
mean, where should I start with?
Yeah.
So I thought of getting Rita and
Yeah.
head
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
although I had both. I got both the things,
Yeah.
but when I started reading Rita and first aid, I because I am from IT background and I'm already having 15 years of experience,
Okay.
so
Okay. Okay.
that I found it basic.
Yeah.
It is good,
Yeah.
definitely. Rita and head first is good, but that
Yeah.
is basic for me because I'm already having this much of
Yeah.
experience. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
most of the things, although I'm not doing all those things in the way
Yeah.
PMI wants, but
Yeah.
almost we are doing the same thing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
in a different way and different
It
steps.
entirely makes
So
sense. My wife is also a software engineer, and when I am talking to, like, she did PMP on 31st of December. So when I was talking to her about stand up, she actually, I am seeing her for last 3 years. She always talk at the same time when, especially in last 6 months, she always talk the same time for 15 or 20 minutes and almost answering the same question. So it all makes sense. Same like you in the IT profession, you guys are already doing this stand up in
yeah,
one way or another way. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I thought of going through PIMBOK once again, and with the intention of understanding it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was a good thing. So in the second go, I was able to understand
Yeah.
what they want manager to be,
Yeah.
what they want us to follow.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then after reading that PMBOK completely, I started watching videos on YouTube. I got lots of videos, and one of the video which I have subscribed and was following was yours,
Okay.
because the journey you used to tell that end to end for any process, that was so good, so clear, that after reading PMBOK, I used to search for that particular keyword for particular process. For example, closing, and you used to tell from start to end. So that was something which was making things clear. And then after seeing your video, I was like, I am now clear. I don't have to go back to the book and see what are the process and what are the inputs and outputs and all. So I from then only I mean, I think I'm following you up from last 3 months, and trying to see all your videos, especially the videos recently. I have started seeing that coaching call where
Coaching.
you used to solve all the problems. Yeah. So that was really the way you uh, taught us to find out the keywords and to understand the questions. That is that has really helped me a lot.
Okay.
And apart from this, last week only, last to last week, I have enrolled for one of the course from Udemy. This was from Andrew Ramdale.
Andrew Ramdal. Andrew
Yeah.
Ramdal. Very good
and
person.
and I yeah, so that was also for 35 hours, so I made it sure to go through all the videos that he has in that particular session. So it was really good. And the PM mindset, so that I have listened to many times, and that was easy also while driving, while doing something. You can just
And he
listen to
talks,
what he.
and he talks now very like he someone is talking to you, and a
Hmm.
senior
Yeah.
person. I
Yeah.
really like Andrew, and I really watch this video also. Like you need to praise the people who are doing the great work, and
Yeah.
Andrew work was very good. In addition to that, I hope you also watch PMP Ray videos.
Yeah, PM Ray videos and Shoaib's videos as well, for I think few of the things like leadership styles, and the way he explains that is also really good.
Okay.
He also make it sure that the person who is listening to his video, they are able to understand what is that actually, because I was little confused on the PM role for functional and metrics. So and organic, so this was really confusing type, which or in which functional area the manager have a full role or part-time role, that kind of thing. So that help I have taken from Shoaib's video. And from PM Ray, he has explained the critical path very well.
Okay.
So I have
But
gone through that
in,
video.
in one, how many questions did you get? Let's talk about exam now. How many
Hmm.
questions you get on critical path?
Not a single,
Not a single
not
one.
a single, not a
That's what,
single
because
question.
now that is becoming more and more outdated. Since you are IT professional, so it will be very difficult for you to gauge how many questions, percentage questions of agile.
Agile, I would say that there was the pattern was like 60 questions, then 10 minutes break, then 60 questions, then 10 minutes, then 60 questions.
You did in
So first,
center or home?
nahi, at home,
At home. Where are you located?
Delhi.
Delhi. In Delhi.
Yeah.
So still centers are open or closed?
Centers are, I'm not sure about that.
So
I didn't check.
you haven't checked.
Yeah.
You haven't checked. Okay.
Yeah.
So 60 minutes, after 60 minutes, you took 10-minute break. After 60 minutes, you took 10-minute break. And you
Yeah.
relaxed, have
Yeah.
a glass of water, maybe tea.
After 60 questions. Yeah. Hmm.
After 60, sorry, after
Yeah, yeah,
60
yeah.
questions.
And that really helped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That really helped because sitting for 4 hours, because initially when I was doing mock questions, I used to sit for 4 hours. And after the exam, it was very exhaustive. But then this 10 minutes of break really gave a good boost.
A
You
PMI
get a
has
good energy in 10 minutes. You can drink water and you can walk.
PMI has actually taken this step, and I really appreciate them for this step because you see, before in 2020, what was happening? There was only one break, and after doing 150 questions, having 10-minute break, it was not making sense. But now the package of 60, 60, 60, it does make sense, and you cannot go back to the previous question, right? Okay, let's before going to the exam in detail, let's talk about the mocks. Since I'm most fascinated about this particular question, which mocks actually helped you?
Actually, I have taken few questions from Udemy. I have got that questions from Udemy, and
Which author?
few questions from I don't
Let me name
remember
you.
his name, but it
Tridib Roy,
was 680.
Tridib Roy, PMP Ray, Andy Ramdal. They had the best, in my opinion, best mocks on.
I have got PMP. Yeah. PMP Ray. That was one set of questions which I have taken from PMP Ray, and one I don't remember exactly the name. I can just check and let you know.
Yeah, do let me know.
And mock questions from
I'll put
yeah.
in the linkage. And
I
have
will.
you used
I will.
Pepcast or and Andy Crow simulator or any such simulator?
Simulator. See, I have taken training from one of the. I mean, Simply Learn. I have taken. So they have given that simulation,
Okay, so
and
simple
so
and
I think that was good.
you can say simple and simulator. Okay, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
now let's come to the important point of exam. How many questions were there? Like
Mhm.
we have 180 questions. How many questions approximately were there where you have to select more than one option? Like 15, 20, how many questions?
Yeah, there were, I think, around 11 to 12 questions where they were asking to select more than one choice, and they were not letting you to move if you are not selecting the both the options.
That's a very nice feature. Being an IT
Yeah,
professional, you should appreciate that feature. You see, if most of the time, like when I'm doing the question, I actually felt this way. If they haven't made this feature, I would have selected one option and I have moved away. Or if I am unable to understand what is the second option, I'll mark it and then I'll confuse at the end what I have done. So that's a very good feature. Unless you select all the options, they don't let you move. Okay. So these questions, were they like 10 question in first package, or they were divided into 60, 60, 60, 4 questions, something like that?
this was divided. It's
They
like five questions here and four questions in next set, and rest five questions in next set. So this was divided in 180 questions.
okay. What about those match the columns? How many questions?
Match the column. That was also, I think, 10 to 12
10 to
match, and that was not easy. I must say that, because I was not expecting. What my expectation was, like, they will ask this definition is for this definition for this, but that was not like that. It was very tough, and it actually consumed lots of time. I was expecting that it will not take much time, but it took lots of time.
it,
Drag and drop, and then you have to understand what they want because they are also giving the scenario, and based on that scenario you have to understand what are the expectation they are having.
yes, of course, it makes sense to have that question as a difficult because, in my opinion, previously in PMP, all 200 questions carry the same percentage. Now, with the question having more than one option and this drag and drop option where you match the columns, in my opinion, PMI knows saying anyway. In my opinion, these questions carry more value. These questions
Mhm.
have more worth. Maybe it is possible 3 points, 4 points. So they are using some type of graph. What do you
Some
think?
algorithm.
Yes, some algorithm for
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, because it
yeah.
doesn't make sense. The question having one option or the question having four option. And of course, the bell curve is there, easy level, difficult level, and medium level. Okay. Any fill in the blank?
No,
No. Anything, any other
no.
type of questions?
I was actually, because I have seen interviews of few people, and from them I got to know that they were not a single question from risk. Matlab, two, three people have said this. So I was also sure that maybe I will also not get that. But there were so many questions from the risk area, procurement. Even procurement was on a top list. Lots of questions from procurement, and communication, and hybrid. In fact, I think more questions on hybrid than agile.
Basically, the reason is that 50% PMP says exam is 50% agile, 50% hybrid. So when we talk
Mhm.
about hybrid, agile actually comes under the framework of hybrid. PMI covers it that way. And the PMI is changing their pattern. And that's a very beautiful thing for all the people who are going to watch this video. Most of the time, people say that don't study this topic, don't study that. Because in my exam, this was not highlighted. My friends,
Yeah,
two persons sitting together in a test center, they give exam together, their exam will be entirely different. There
yeah.
will, so this we have example like she had so many questions from risk, previous student didn't had any question, and so on. So you have already said top on the priority was hybrid, then you can say agile, then procurement, then risk, then communication, then stakeholder, right?
Mm. Yes, yes, and no calculation type of question.
SPI and
Even for
CPI.
SPI, CPI, yeah, SPI, CPI were there, but it was already given, and with few of the statements that this is the situation. What do you think? That was easy one.
So
No calculation.
PMI is basically moving from traditional project management to more of a agile or a hybrid project management. Because
Yeah.
most of the people complain like, why don't we have to calculate critical path? If you are a project manager, you don't have to calculate critical path. In reality, you have your specialist for that. Like I'm a project manager, I do consultancy, I haven't seen a project man. Okay, he must know how to do, he must know what is float, he must know all those things, he must know CPI. But as a project manager, 90% according to NDQ, 90% of your job is communication, managing expectations, maybe handling risk. Now, with the COVID, the risk is very important. Managing procurement. That's why PMI has made 42% people, 8% business environment. And in my personal opinion, in future, they are going to reduce the percentage of process and increase the percentage of people. Because you are a project manager, Sundas, and I believe your most of the time job is to management of the people, right? Yeah.
With this, I also just got one question in my mind. Not just one, multiple questions were there for the virtual team, and something like co-location and all, and some situation that you have to understand and choose what would be the best situation in this way. The team is virtually sitting somewhere and having some problem and something like that.
Okay. Okay. So Sundar's one final tip for the PMP aspirants who are going to do give exam. Like right now, my personal students who have enrolled in my one-to-one training or batch training, they are more than 100 currently. And a lot of students are daily
They are
working.
going to clear in one go only because they are doing Amir's training. Definitely, we are getting so much clarity in just 1 hour of your video,
Thank,
and then those who are actually have enrolled for your training, definitely there's
thank,
no issue they are going to face in the exam. I'm sure about that.
thank you for that. So what will be your advice from them? How you are going like we need your advice in three parts. The first part is for those people who appeared in 2020 but they were unsuccessful. Because in the last month it was the right thing, you didn't do the exam because in last month exam was very difficult. So especially in last week. Advice number one, part number one. Part number two, those people who haven't given the exam but they prepared in 2020 like yourself, how they should match their old knowledge with the new knowledge. And the third person who are basically preparing, who are new to PMP, how they should prepare, how, what you will suggest them.
My suggestion would be like, uh, don't concentrate on ITTOs and memorizing anything, because there is nothing going to help you in, I mean, after memorizing, there's no question like that, because all the questions are scenario based, all the questions. And there is not a single direct question which will ask you that what is the input for this and what is the output for this and what is, where is this document found, nothing like that. Like in 2020 December, when I was preparing for I mean, I was planning for the exam, and I made it sure that I know all the ITTOs and where all the 33 documents, where are they kept, what are the their output of which process. So it is good to know, but it is more good to understand the concept, because PMI is looking for that concept from the person. They're not asking for the definition or anything like that. And those who are planning to prepare now, my advice would be to do lots of mock questions and have a practice of sitting for a long time, so that while you are appearing in the exam, you are not exhausted, because that is the one thing very stressful. Sitting for 4 hours, it is good that they are giving 10 minutes of break, but it is really stressful that you have to be there for 4 hours. And time management, the big thing is the time management, because all the questions are scenario based. So you have to take care of the timing also, that you are finishing it. You have to have some calculation in your mind that this first 60 set I will be doing in this much of minute. Divide your total hours in these 3 sets, and then you are going to be good.
Thank you, Sundar. That was a very great advice that you don't need to memorize ITTOs anymore. You don't need to know, you must
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what does brainstorming, benchmarking means because they can be enrolled in a
yes,
scenario. But the questions are not going to ask what are the inputs, what are the output, and even in the new material, since I'm an ATP, with the material which PMI has provided us, that is based on basically new content and that is based on PM Book 7th and all those things we don't actually have ITTOs anymore.
mm-hmm.
You need to
That,
understand the flow, and as he said earlier, you need to master the journeys. Go on YouTube. I have the
yeah,
complete playlist. You can use that and then do good mocks. But
yes,
in addition to that, everyone who is going to watch this video, I would like to add, as you can see from the video, as you can see from Sundar's communication skill, and as you have heard, she has 15 years of experience in the IT field. Make sure you manage time that well because I'm 100% sure she has no issue in understanding the question and moving forward. Being a IT project manager, she is doing the same thing. So before going to the program, before attempting the exam, make sure you are getting good results in your mock. And if you clear PMP, do write us back. We would love to share your journey with everyone. Thank you, Sundar. Thank you for your time. And it was really honor to interview you. And you have been very generous sharing all that journey and sharing with the people who are going to the PMP. And I request you, whoever asks you for help, do help them so that they can become also certified PMP.
yeah.
Thank you, Sundar. Bye bye.